This episode is brought to you by Buffalo Trace Distillery. Powerful yet smooth. Contained but never tame. Proudly going their own way, but never going alone. This is the spirit inside Buffalo Trace Bourbon. Made at Buffalo Trace Distillery, the world's most award-winning distillery. Buffalo Trace is always perfectly untamed. Distilled, aged, and bottled by Buffalo Trace Distillery, Franklin County, Kentucky. 90 proof, 45% alcohol by volume. Learn more at buffalotracedistillery.com. Please drink responsibly.
This episode is brought to you by Amazon Prime. From streaming to shopping, Prime helps you get more out of your passions. So whether you're a fan of true crime or prefer a nail-biting novel from time to time, with services like Prime Video, Amazon Music, and fast free delivery, Prime makes it easy to get more out of whatever you're into or getting into. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to learn more.
Welcome back to the Palindry Corner podcast, a part of the College Huddle Network, along with my partners Brian Siegler and Jonathan Talley. I am Curtis Wilson, and this episode, as always, is brought to you by Dr. Jeremy Counts down at the Counts Family Pharmacy, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy, 301 South Main Street in Blacksburg. We are now also brought to you by Moments on the Maury. Are you looking for a weekend getaway but still want to make it to Blacksburg for the game? Then Moments on the Maury is exactly what you are looking for. Owned by a proud Hokie, located just outside Lexington, Virginia, with a little over hour drive down to Blacksburg. This place gives you fishing, kayaking, canoeing, just relaxing by or in the river, right out your back door. So check out the links in the comment section or visit their Instagram page, Moments on the Maury. Fellas,
what's happening, brother? That was a good first read from Moments on the Maury.
Our new sponsor, check that out. Beautiful place. Definitely. But y'all, we got a special one tonight, man, with a very special player. And who we've got tonight is wide receiver for your Virginia Tech Hokies, the all-time receiving leader in VHSL history. I'm only going to call him Keylen Adams because I know his mama don't like him to be calling Brodie. Y'all call him what y'all want to call him. But, ladies and gentlemen, Keylen Adams.
Hey, how y'all doing? Thanks for having me.
What's happening?
Keylen, thanks for joining us tonight. I really appreciate it. I'm with Curtis. I'm gonna stick with Keylen. I don't want anybody's mom be upset with me. So that's why we're gonna roll with it.
Yeah, I might call him Key every now and then, but I ain't calling him what his mama said don't call him.
Yeah. Sorry. We on that scoop. There's gonna be somebody around you in the future that's gonna be like, hey Brodie, and it's gonna be like pop, like you were near his mama, won't you? So Keylen, really appreciate you taking some time tonight, man. Definitely looking forward to asking you some of these questions and see how everything's going. But let's kick it off. We do know you missed a lot of time in the winter and in the spring with an injury. First of all, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. I feel like it's been a long recovery process since the bowl game, but like coming together, I feel like I'm feeling good right now.
That's good to hear. I know.
Nice. Now, we were talking. You did not. You weren't privy to missing all those fun stuff, right? You still had to wake up every morning at hunger drills and go to it, right?
Yeah. Nah. Even though I was hurt, I was still at everything. I think in total, I probably missed like maybe 4 days once I had my surgery. including the day of the surgery. I I know I had my surgery. I want to say it was on like a Tuesday, and then I stayed the night there. Came back Wednesday, and then I think Thursday and Friday, I was just at home. My parents came and they stayed with me for like a week. So like that whole weekend they was there, and then Monday I'm pretty sure went back to the facility, and I was there for everything. I just couldn't do nothing.
Yeah, man. So you had the surgery, you had a couple days, and then you were right back to it, showing up. You had meetings, you had all the off season workouts, showing up and putting in the mental reps as much as you could.
Yeah.
Good deal. Speaking of the injury, I mean, I know like a lot of times with things like that, I know you always like it's always good to like try to learn something. Like what was the biggest thing you learned about yourself going through that process and the recovery and all that?
I'd say I learned two things. I feel like one thing I definitely learned like how blessed I am. Like just going through the whole process, it really made me think like I'm still here. Like the surgery could have went bad, but it didn't. It went good. So it's like that's one thing. And then it's like even to be in the situation I'm in now, like I'm at school playing a sport that I love and getting my education paid for. Like there's a lot of people in the country that would really like want this situation or this opportunity, and I just feel like I'm blessed to have that and the people around me that supported me through this whole thing. And then the second thing I say is don't take things for granted. um like how we said, I was there through, even though I couldn't do anything, I was there watching practices and all that. Hunger drills, it didn't feel that bad because like I don't think anybody really wants to do hunger drills. But like spring ball, that's where it really like hit me, where it was like this was like my first real injury. So it was never like, I mean, like in high school, I like sprained my thumb or something, sprained the ankle, but it was like I knew I was going to play in the game when it was time. I might have sat in the practice, but I knew when Friday came, I was going to play. But this was like the first time where it was like I really knew like I wasn't going to play in the spring game, like I wasn't going to go practice. So it was like it really made me look at football a little bit different because this is the first time like I really couldn't do anything.
Man, that's got to be tough. I was gonna actually ask you. I'm glad you reiterated. This is the first time in your life you were like hurt, like couldn't do anything, couldn't do football, couldn't do practice, couldn't lift weights. It was just I'm here, and I like what you said there because I think people do take for granted. Especially, I know there's probably teammates and there's probably guys all over football, all over just the real world, never been hurt and it takes you away. I love hearing that. Tally, what you got on tap next, man?
Yeah, so Keylen is one of the, if y'all don't know who he is, do your research. One of the most accomplished players in Virginia history ever. We can go on and on. Coaches all over wanted you. I know of one that's close to me that definitely wanted you, but it is what it is on all of that. We're glad you ended up at Virginia Tech, but just how was that process going through the recruiting process with kind of everybody, wanting you to come to the school?
I started my recruitment kind of early. I got my first offer in 8th grade. So like at first it was fun. It was like it was fun, and then as it went on, it started really showing me like all the hard work and the stuff I was doing was really starting to pay off. Like I was finally getting the things that I was working for. So by the time I got to about like junior year, and I start trying to map out like, okay, what schools do I want to start looking at to maybe plan the official for, or what schools, like, and I started narrowing down the list. So when it got more serious, but I mean, even then when it got more serious, it was still fun because it's like I said before, everybody doesn't get to do this. Like it's not a lot of people in the world that get as many offers I had or achieve the things that I achieved. So it was like, it was pressure when it came down to picking a school, but like I feel like it was a good kind of pressure because, like I said, people don't have that type of pressure to be like, oh, I don't know what school I want to pick. So I try to see the positive in that, and it was fun for me.
That's awesome to hear. I'm looking. That's what's up. I'm looking through the list, Tally. You ain't lying. Offers: Alabama, Ohio State, Texas A&M, Auburn, Miami, Penn State. You could have went anywhere, man. Having you come here, like looking at that, and again, we were covering your recruitment and stuff. We talked about when you got it, but that's been a couple years ago. And seeing you had all those offers, all those opportunities, you come here. I love hearing it. And then another thing you are definitely a driving catalyst of is Green Run to Virginia Tech. You were the first. You had Zeke this year come. I know he's one of the guys along with a few others. But how does it feel to be like that guy, to kind of be the leader of the Green Run football team, getting the offers from Tech and saying, let's go here, let's do it in state, let's represent VA?
It feels good. It's crazy because I've done a couple interviews and I've gotten that question just worded differently, but like I've never really like thought of myself as like the leader that started it. It was kind of just we all seen the same thing in the coaching staff and the people and just the school as a whole. So I never really looked at it as like I'm the leader of it, but like I feel like we all know what we were looking for. Like coming from Green Run, we know what it was like there, and we basically like. Well, I know at least with me, I tried to find the Green Run in the schools, but I feel like we all kind of understood what we were looking for as far as a college, and then we all end up picking the same school, and it's been working.
Man, I love hearing that. And the next thing I got for you is kind of on the same vein, and you just kind of talked about it a little bit, but like, I'm sure you know it, but like the perception of Virginia Tech for a while in the 7-5 was not that great. And, it feels like with the Pride regime coming in and kind of turning that corner, talk to me a little bit of how you felt some of that perception change in the 7-5-7 as it pertains to Virginia Tech.
Well, me personally, it definitely changed because Virginia Tech was my second offer. It was UNC, Tech, and then UVA, and I got I was offered by Smitty and Tap with the old coaching staff, and it was like they offered me, and then that was it. Like I never talked to anybody. They never talked to my coaches, nothing. So like for the longest, like once I started getting a lot of offers, I really didn't see myself going to Tech at first. Like I didn't see myself coming here because it was like I knew nothing about the school. I didn't know anything about the people, and like you said, the perception of Virginia Tech in the 7-5 wasn't really a good thing. So it was like being around that and then experiencing it for myself. Like I'm not talking to these coaches, or these coaches aren't talking to the people around me. I never really like thought about coming to Tech until Pride got here. And as soon as he got here, he reached out to my coaches. They re-offered me with the new coaching staff. And then from there, they was in contact with all the people around me until they was actually able to talk to me. And ever since then, even now, it's still the same. Like I can talk to Coach Pride and we still have the same conversations just like I was in recruiting, the same with Coach Mines and all the other coaches.
Man, I don't even know what to say about that because it's one of those things you sit here and, we're fans, but it's like at the level that you were regarded, the way you played high school football, the competition you played against, to say you got an offer, that's wonderful. But you don't hear from anybody after that. Like that breaks me. And I know it's different with the coaching staff nowadays. And, it seems like they come down there. They, like you said, they talk to, and I love what you said, because it shows they're doing that. They talk to everyone that they could talk to around you until it was appropriate to talk to you. Because if they couldn't talk to you, because we know there's restrictions, there's all sorts of wild shit goes on for recruiting. It's like, you can't talk to them now. You can't visit them now. They can't come here. They can't. And it's like, at least they were trying to do everything to learn everything about Keylen Adams. So when they got a chance to speak to you, they knew you as much as they could without talking to you face to face. I love that.
Yeah.
That's how recruitment work, man. You got to recruit families, not just players. So, I think they've done a good job of that as of lately. Just shifting gears a little bit, we'll talk a little bit about last year. I know it was brand new to you coming in, probably missing your senior prom, enrolling early, stepping on campus, getting ready to play. And there was a lot of expectations on that team. season didn't turn out kind of how we wanted. I know it didn't turn out how y'all wanted. So with that, though, kind of what did you learn from that experience with you coming in highly regarded like you were, sitting and learning just a little bit and seeing it play out like it did?
I feel like everyone on the team has the same mindset, especially now. Like last season was disappointing because it felt like we did so much in the off season and built up to have a good season. It didn't turn out the way that we wanted to. But just sitting back and watching, I tried to find ways to become a better player so that way when it was my turn, I'd be ready. So like as far as the receivers, I tried to take something from all of the older guys that was playing. I tried to take something from their game and add it to mine. So when it was my turn, there would be no question if I could do it or not. Like we had like Steve. Steve was like tough, great route runner. So I tried to incorporate that into my game. Like Steve could play anywhere. Like last year, we put him in the slot if we had to, outside, everything. So I tried to incorporate that into my game. So if Coach Mine wants me to go to the slot, there wouldn't be a question like, oh, I don't know if he can do it. Like they're gonna be like, oh no, we're confident in putting him there. And just little stuff like that. I try to take something from all of those older guys to make my game better. So when it was my turn, I'd be good.
Now listen, full disclosure, this is Jonathan Talley speaking on his own behalf. I do not know this man. I'm not his family, so I'm speaking for myself. I was yelling at the TV every game because I seen motherfuckers out there dropping the ball, not hustling. I can go on and on. I said, put him in. Let's see what he can do. But I'm going to go back and say, God don't make no mistakes because nobody knew kind of the injury that you was dealing with or, you know what I'm saying, what could have happened, what it was. Like everything played out the way it's supposed to be. It's just crazy to me that you was able to do what you've been able to do on one leg. Like I watch a lot of film, and you was eating people ass up with one leg, even in the bowl game. So if that never happened, like if they say, oh well, he got hurt during the season, like you were injured in the bowl game and still showed some glimpses of what you can do on the college level.
You let everybody be known who you were in that bowl game with that big play. Because I remember watching it here at the house. It was like right back there. You're right there, right in front of the TV, right there. You hit it, and I'm like, good Lord. Like, that's what we've got on the back burner. That's the guy coming.
Why they on the sideline?
Why are they on the sideline? Why is he on the sideline?
My bad. I ain't gonna.
No, it's true though. Like that play, I think for some people, because for so many people, it's like it's always, what is he like? What is he like? And in national TV, late December, you go out there and do that, and it was just like, oh, that's who he is.
Yep.
For us,
we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right.
We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay.
Man, we're gonna talk a lot about that on the next show. So we ain't gonna get Keylen all involved in that. But I will tell you, I will tell you, you definitely have people that have watched your game and understand what you bring to the table. So I know you quiet. I know you don't talk a lot. I've been so excited to see you doing, more interviews, getting in front of the camera, things like that. That's awesome. But anybody who knows football and pays attention to football, if you don't know what this man can do on the football field, then you're not watching football. So we've been excited for you, man. We've been ready to see you, just come into your own and do what you do. So definitely excited to watch you and cheer you on. I got to get one of them shirts too.
Gotta get. Yeah. What is the shirt? Go ahead. Shout out the shirt right there. It's pretty sick looking.
What, this one?
Yeah, that one.
The hoodie. It's a spider hoodie. It's a spider and juice.
I wasn't talking about the spider.
You talking about that shirt?
I'm talking about your shirt.
You talking about your
shirt?
That's what I thought you were talking about at first. I thought you talking about this one.
I'm talking about your shirt.
I thought he was talking about that one, huh? Yeah, I've seen the shirts. Yeah, the shirts.
You ain't seen the shirts, Curtis?
I haven't seen the shirts. I thought you were talking about the shirt he's wearing. I was like,
nah, man, that's a young man shirt he got on.
It's a young man shirt.
Tally said he aged out on that one. He talked about last season a little bit. Let's talk about this year's team and coming up. You know, you got a new offensive coordinator, Coach Monty. I mean, what a track record he's got, man. I'm sure you probably looked it up and probably knew about it as soon as it was named. High-powered offenses, balanced though. He's had wide receivers. He let them show out without a doubt. I mean, in his career since he became a coordinator about, I think it's 14 years ago, 9,000-yard wide receiver seasons. 9. That's like one every other. And he had some who were like at 981. So he clearly puts wide receivers in the position. So just in your short time, and we know it's only been about 6-7 months, what's he like as a coordinator, just in the meeting rooms and stuff? And what was your reaction, like, when the playbook was given? Like, so you know who he is, and then all of a sudden, here's the playbook on your tablet or in paper. What is he like? What's he like as a coach, and then what were you like when you got that playbook?
When I got the playbook, I think that was around the time when I first started like really walking around spring ball. And I had the brace. I still had the limp and everything going, but I had just stopped using the crutches. I seen the playbook. I told Coach Mines I might as well just go ahead and throw some cleats on at this point. I feel like I'm good. but him as a coach, like I like him. I feel like he fits our offense. Like I feel like he fits with the players. He's really just trying to get the ball to the playmakers and let them do what got them here. Like that's the best way I can describe it. Like looking at it, watching the practices and stuff like that, that's really what it looks like to me. He's just trying to get the ball to the playmakers and let them do what they do. And honestly, it reminds me of my like playbook from Green Run, like in high school. 'Cause that's basically what ours was. It was just, I want to say get open, but I mean that's kind of what it was. Like it was kind of just get the ball to the guys and let them do what they do. And I feel like that's what this offense now, I feel like that's what this looks like. So, I mean, at least for the receivers, I can speak for us. We love the playbook. Yeah.
I thought I was going to hear that. You know, when we were lining this up, we were like, all right, he's going to like this playbook. He's going to want to talk about it a little bit. He's going to want to give it a little bit of shine there, because I mean, you know, when you look at it, like, you know, air raid concepts are made for wide receivers to get the ball in their hands and do what they do best. Put up big plays, put up some numbers, move the sticks, get in the end zone. So I love that you have that sentiment as well. So we're excited about that, excited about this offense. I think there's some big things that we can do. And I think, you know, I like that it is, you know, air raid concepts, but it's still a balanced attack. That way it's not all on the wide outs to do everything. You're gonna have that run support. You're gonna have a good mix in there. But I think the concepts are there for y'all to do some real big things in this. So I'm really excited about that. You know, let's talk about this a little bit. I know we talked about it a little bit before we punched it. You know, me and Curtis, we've been friends, you know, close to 30 years. Not a whole lot that we don't have on each other. So we can't ever cut this thing off because we got too much dirt on each other. But I don't want to get you in trouble with any other teammates, but like, who's the guy that you've kind of connected with since you've been in Blacksburg that you might have that type of bond with in the future?
I would probably say it's probably like two people. Noah Jenkins on defense. Before I knew him since like 8th grade. We had a mutual friend, and we all ended up in the group chat. And then it became like the group chat we texted every day. And it was like we called it DBK because we was all receivers. We was like young, and we was like the top players in our areas. And it was like we was all starting to get offers and everything like that. And we just bonded. Like we was like the top players in our areas because he's from Richmond. He went to Highland Springs.
Yeah.
But I feel like it started there, and then as we went through high school, we were still active in the group chat. Whenever we went to camps together. The whole group chat went to it was a rivals camp, I think our sophomore junior year. I had in my sophomore year, because that's when I had sprained my ankle and I didn't go to it. I ended up going to the rivals camp that was in Baltimore like a couple weeks later. But the whole group chat was at that one camp. So like I'll probably say Noah, and then the second one would be Q Reddish, safety. He was, once we moved out the dorms, I ended up moving with him to our apartment, and we've been close ever since then. Like that was probably one of like the faster bonds that I end up making. But between them two, probably, yeah.
Got it. All right. Is you, Quentin? Y'all got to have more. Is it just y'all, or you got two more roommates?
Nah, when we had first moved out, it was me and him. I live with Bullet
Right.
now, with Noah.
Okay. Got it. But just two people? Man, y'all lucky. I
Yeah,
always live with like four people. I always
yeah, in the
cluster and mess.
dorms. In the dorms,
In the
it's four.
dorms. Four in the dorms.
That was one of the perks of coming early. If you moved in the
Oh.
spring, you only got to stay on campus for a semester. So right after the spring game, me and Q moved out.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
I don't blame you.
Nah.
So, yeah, you've been in Blacksburg just about a year and a half now. And I know you got some coaches that you connected with, players you connected with. Is it anybody just even it could be related to football, but maybe not a coach or a player that's kind of made an impact on you since you've been in Blacksburg?
My parents definitely have, just because like when I first got here, that was the first time like coming to college was the first for me for a lot of things. This was my first time like not playing. I started as a freshman in high school, so coming to college and not playing, like it was weird for me because it's like I felt like I was doing everything that I needed to do, and it just almost felt like I wasn't working hard enough. But it's like in my mind, I know that I'm working, so it was like just them being there for me and like being with me as I try to navigate through that time of, okay, you got to take the backseat and learn. So when it is your turn, you'll be ready. Like that's where I got that mindset from. So I say them, definitely.
So,
I love hearing that. Love hearing that. I mean, I
yeah,
know
it's crazy, man, because I ain't trying to put no shameless plugs in. Go ahead, Brian.
No, I'll let you finish.
Go ahead, Lee,
You got a good thought going there, man.
No, I was just saying I wasn't gonna put no shameless plugs in or nothing, but just talking to your pop sometimes, man, like because my son is a sophomore in high school, and sometimes it's like I have to call your pops and figure out some stuff of what's going on with you so I can talk to him. Because I'm like, hey man, I don't know what to say to this dude. He getting on my nerves. I'm finna kick him out. You know what I'm saying? So I call and get some advice, or he'll tell me some things like, Keylen did this, just some good stuff, nothing bad. Keylen did this, or he did this on his own, or he started doing this, or maybe you should talk to him this way, because sometimes parents, man, well, a lot of times parents, we don't get it right. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no playbook to being a parent. So a lot of times, man, we mess up, or we may say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing. But when you got good people around you who aren't scared to share information with you, man, it makes it a little bit easier. So with your trials and tribulations of going off by yourself and being that far away from home and, leaving school early and stuff like that, like I've learned some stuff. So appreciate you, man. Keep on doing what you're doing, my brother.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean it's always important when you have somebody that's kind of your center, that's like your grounding spot when you're going through some tough times or fighting adversity or going into new realms, like uncharted territory for you. It's like, all right, well, I've got somebody that I know can be my sounding board, that's going to support me, but is also gonna call me out a little bit if I need to have a different mindset, or maybe adjust my way of thinking a little bit to kind of push through and persevere. So having that in your life, and having that as somebody that's has already been in your household, and that and you already have a good relationship with, that's big time. Let's talk about that trip though. So like, the drive from Virginia Beach out to Blacksburg is not an easy one. You got about 4.5 hours. When you're on the road, do you got like a go-to? Or do you stick with music? Are you more of like a podcast person? Do you do any like audio books? What's the vibe? What's your go-to on those long trips?
It's definitely music. It really depends around like the time of when I leave because of the drive. I be trying to time it because gotta go through the tunnel, and for whatever reason, it's like it's like people just see the bridge and just automatically forget how to drive. So it's just
Yes.
like realistically,
Yes, it's not a
realistically,
lot.
the drive is like 4.5, maybe 4:40, but like the tunnel adds like an hour. So really, Tech
Yeah.
isn't even that far. Like it's really not. But it's uh like summertime when I would leave. We finish get done with our workouts in the morning. I try and get on the road and like either get there before the tunnel traffic started or after. So like I'll probably start off with like some rap or something, and then once the sun start going down, I'll call my mom on my other phone, and then like once I start getting sleepy, that's when the concert start. I'll start playing all the old songs she used to play. And then when me and my sister was younger in the car, I start playing all those songs, and I get to singing. She was like, "You tired, ain't you?" Yes, I am, but I have 2 hours left.
I
So
got 2 hours.
you're gonna hear this whole
Everybody
2 hour
got to know
concert.
right now that when he says all them old songs that she used to
That's
listen to,
normal
she's talking about
song
every
for us.
song that we
Us.
listened to in high school.
Nah, Keylen, I absolutely
the old
feel
songs,
you.
that's normal songs for us.
Yeah,
It
Keylen,
be
I feel
hard
you.
though. Songs
Oh.
be good.
100%.
Hey.
Keylen, I feel you on the tunnel, man. We went down to Sandbridge this year for family vacay. Okay, in Hampton Roads Tunnel, we were like, all right, it's backed up. We're gonna swing over. We're gonna go to the other tunnel on 664.
You want
Swear to
Mary
God,
Mac?
we get over there. Everybody
Yeah.
tapping brakes, and it's just like, oh, I like living down there. Brian can attest to it. Brian's wife's from
Hey.
that way.
I just made a trip. No, so they had me get off 64. They're like, yeah, get off 64. Go around Hampton and then get back on just before the tunnel. It'll be all right. And I get off, and man, I waited in that traffic to get back on to 64. I know it was standstill for like a good hour. Off 64, and then we finally got back on. The tunnel itself is never that bad. It's just everything. Like people don't. As soon as they say, "Oh, the tunnel's coming up," they just forget how to drive. Just like you said.
That's the problem. That's the problem. The tunnel is never that bad. As soon as you see the light, when you're coming out the tunnel, all of a sudden everybody's doing more than the speed limit. And it's like, why would we even stop? There's nothing wrong. You'll be sitting in traffic for an hour, and the whole time, like, you'll be sitting there and you'll be like looking like, damn, it's probably an accident. I hope somebody okay. Then as you start inching up, you'll be like,
There's no
I think they would have got the accident cleaned up by then. Then you start looking for clues. You start looking around like, I don't see anything. I don't see no smoke. I'm not hearing no sirens past me. Nothing. You get up there, there's nothing. You like, so what was I sitting for? You get as soon as you see the light in the tunnel, like as soon as you get outside and the line goes from the solid white to the dotted lines, all of a sudden people turn into speed racers, and now I'm 30 minutes from the house, even though technically I'm 40 because everybody wants to speed race. Yeah, it's bad.
Man, well, the only upside, in my opinion, of going down is you stop at Pierce's Barbecue in Williamsburg, get you a nice sandwich, and eat it, and on the way. But I'm gonna ask this:
pretty soon we're gonna have Buc-ee's on the way. In like the next year or two, they're gonna have Buc-ee's on the way.
You're aware of that, right, Keylen? Up on New Kent, up when you get back past New Kent, we getting Buc-ee's. That's in the country. That's in the country when you're coming up 64 before you get to Richmond.
Just before you get back to like the 295
the swing
exit there, like just past the horse racing track.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all saying the routes like 64? I don't know. I don't know where you guys are talking about. I don't know. My mom told me the same thing. She was like, when you stop halfway, it's exit something. When you get off of this, mom, just send me a picture. I don't know.
Well, listen,
I can't type it on.
Just tell me where I'm going. I'll put it in the map. I'll figure
That's
it
all
out.
I got.
All right, well,
That's
hold
it.
on.
I'll figure it out.
Hold on.
Like I'm trying to think.
First of all,
like 64 to.
It's gonna be a while before you go back home. You got to go to Pierce's though. It's some of the best pit cook barbecue. If you like barbecue, brisket, whatever, some of the best. It's in Williamsburg. I attest to it. Real quick, look, I just went all that to ask these three questions. What's like when you say you listen to current? What's like your current song that winds up on every playlist, and what's old school that winds up on every playlist?
Current song probably be. I don't know. I listen to a lot. So it'll probably be like songs with an S from like, I'll probably say artists.
Okay.
More so. Artists will probably be like YB, Babyface Ray, No Cap, Fat Matt. They would probably end up on like almost all my playlists. And then like the old songs be like, dang. Might gotta call my mom for this one.
You put him on the
So,
spot.
yeah, you
Coach.
put you on the spot on that one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like because a lot of the songs I don't know the names to. I just know like when she played, I know the lyrics, but I couldn't tell you who they by.
You do the lyrics. Let's see if we can play Name That Tune. If us old heads can remember those songs.
Oh Lord, Curtis trying to make the man sing on here.
I'm trying to think like
Have fun, man.
I'm trying to think like old rap songs, probably like Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, something like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Who else? She played like
Carrie
Hilson.
Okay. You better not be Keylen. You better not be in that car listening to no Pretty Girl Rock.
Nah. Nah. But look though, you gotta hear me out. When you tired and trying to stay up, it's gonna
that's the ones that get you.
I'm telling you, roll the window down and all of a sudden life is good. You don't even realize you're sitting at the tunnel anymore. You just sit in the car. You just having a concert.
Yeah. I don't know why it always finds me one of my daughter's favorite songs. My daughter's 19, so one of her favorite songs is like the I can't even remember the lady that sing, but it's On My Mama. It came out probably like 2 years ago. Anytime I'm in the car, that song always seems to find the radio. Like I put that on my mama. Like every time I'm in the car, it finds me. So, like you said, man, I could be like feel like I'm nodding off, and that hit me. So it's like, okay, yeah, I gotta wake up right here. This concert time. So I feel you on that. But hey, we gonna go to something a little bit easier, I believe. We always ask questions about food. So this one's kind of a two-part question. Mm-hmm. Favorite meal from your mom's, because we talking about mom, and then your favorite place to eat in Blacksburg.
If you work as a manufacturing facilities engineer, installing a new piece of equipment can be as complex as the machinery itself. From prep work to alignment and testing, it's your team's job to put it all together. That's why it's good to have Grainger on your side. With industrial-grade products and next-day delivery, Grainger helps ensure you have everything you need close at hand through every step of the installation. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Get lost in the acoustic brilliance of 3D audio that surrounds you. Feel the embrace of the massage seats that adapt to your every move. Experience the warmth of a vehicle that welcomes you as you approach. We could tell you what makes a Lincoln SUV so extraordinary, but don't take our word for it. Take it on a test drive at the Lincoln Summer Invitation, with exclusive offers on now, only at your local Lincoln retailer.
Okay. Favorite meals for my mom. The Alfredo. The spaghetti. She made baked ziti. The chicken, mac and cheese. Like Christmas dinner, that's probably like the best dinner ever.
You just named a lot of food, man.
Yeah, man, I'm just thinking about this home. I'm gonna tell her to come cook. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
That's right.
Yeah. You don't tell her we had that idea either. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just calling. Mom, can you come up here and just cook for like a week or something?
That's right.
My favorite places to eat in Blacksburg though will probably be, I like Kabuki, the hibachi place. I like Kabuki, PK's.
You more of a wing person at PK's? You go with the wings at PK's? Okay.
The wings. Then like Chipotle. It used to be Zaxby's, but I don't know why they got rid of Zaxby's, but they did. So
yeah, that hurts the team there.
Zaxby's
that's back-to-back player interviews and put Chipotle on the map.
Chipotle keep going on the map. I think everybody we've interviewed, it's like 8 of 11 Chipotle. And I'm guessing it probably goes too with what y'all are doing. Y'all are busy as heck. It's like, I just want some beef. I maybe want a little sauce, get some cheese, and I want to go home. I don't feel like walking around for 2 hours. I just want to get my food and go home.
It helped too, cause like when you train and stuff, you gotta maintain a certain weight so your body stays healthy and in the shape it's supposed to be. And like when I was talking to like our nutritionists and stuff, and they like help us meal plan, and they try and help us like pick out things that we would like eating. Cause that was one of my hardest things. I couldn't eat. Like I couldn't gain weight for anything because I just couldn't eat. So I had to find ways to like pick out stuff that I like. So she was telling me, she was like, what's like your favorite fast food? I'm like, Chipotle. She was like, oh, you made this easy. Like just get double of everything and you'll be good. So like, especially since camp started, I've been getting Chipotle every day.
There we go.
It's around the same time. It's the same worker every time I go in there. I'll go in, they'll be like, you're back. Yes, I am. Let me get a burrito. Every
time. do they already know your usual? Do they got it down now?
Yeah, sometimes I'll switch it up, but like it's definitely one lady that works there, and she'll be like, you want the same thing? Yes. Yes, I do.
Love that.
Well, listen.
What's up? Hey, I got one question that's kind of off, man. Do you got your dog back up there yet?
Nah, he come back when we get done.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you, Tally.
Okay, got you.
Go ahead, Keylen.
Yeah, nah. I was he come back when we finish camp. My parents gonna bring him back.
Okay.
What kind of dog?
I don't think they're gonna let him come back, man. They're gonna keep him.
Yeah, my mom did say that. Yeah.
What kind of dog is he, Keylen?
A pit bull terrier.
What's his name?
Cartier.
Oh,
there we go.
I like that. That is different. Boys, anything else? Because what time's practice tomorrow? Let's ask real quick. Are y'all about to hit one of the mini camp breaks?
Nah, today was the break. We start mini camp 4 tomorrow.
Mini camp 4 starts tomorrow. Well, listen, man. Keep doing your thing. You have been the last. Really, it's been 50 minutes because we talked with them before we got on. You have been a pleasure to talk with the last roughly hour here. You are a very upstanding young man. Great things are going to happen to you regardless, because I think you got great attitude. I think you got positivity. I hear some of these answers. Your head's in the right spot, man. And we're going to give Chris hell tomorrow night. You tell him that, all right?
That's right.
So,
that's right.
You take care of yourself. Tally, Brian, anything else? Encouraging words for this young man?
Hey, man, when you get your chance, just go in there and do what you do. That's all I ask. Just do what you do, brother.
Yep, that's same sentiments, man. You know, you're gonna get a bunch of opportunities this year. Just get in there and do what you've always done, and that's gonna take care of itself.
Get in there and produce. So you take care of yourself. That does wrap up this episode of the Boundary Corner podcast, brought to you by Counts Family Pharmacy and Moments on the Maury. I am Curtis Wilson.
I'm Brian Siegler.
Jonathan Talley.
We are part of the College Huddle Network. Please visit our website, boundarycornerbt.com, to listen to all of our episodes. While you're there, follow us Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube account, your favorite podcast source, including Spotify, Amazon, and Apple Podcasts. As always, we let our buddy Jason Long play us in, play us out. Check out his website, jasonlongmusic.com, where you can link to all of his music, including Apple, Spotify, and his YouTube and Facebook pages. Also, Brian, go out there. We are currently 2 OAR tickets for Atlanta the night before the game. The links are out there. If you subscribe to YouTube, follow us on Twitter, click those buttons, retweet our tweet out, you become automatically entered. And 2 weeks from tomorrow, right, we will do the drawing.
2 weeks from tomorrow, we will do the drawing. We will have that available on our South Carolina preview episode on the 26th. But yeah, go to boundarycornervt.com/concert, and that will take you to the link to get registered.
All right. We appreciate y'all all for listening. We appreciate Keylen and his time tonight. And as always, let's go.
Hokies.
Hokies.